Give it up for Danny Dorma.
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
That's for the exclusive online part there. It's for your only fans, all right? No, seriously, give it up for Indiana Jim Jones, everybody. Like, do you remember when you were in high school and you had a friend that looked a little bit older and you would send them into a liquor store to buy booze? Right? Like, did we have friends like that?
No.
Okay, fine. You didn't have cool friends. Michael's soul is like that, but he's going to be like the first 30-year-old to try to get AARP. He's like, well, look at me. I'm obviously a member. Come on now. All right. We've got a few comics left. It keeps energy going, right? All right. Coming up next to the stage, we have Mickey Eckinger, everybody.
You know, I was picturing Dr. Sandra Lee about to have an orgasm when he was going to squeeze that thing. Dr. Pimple Popper. What the hell's up with the pride flag? I mean, think about this, whether it's Pride Progress or the old pride flag, you have all the colors to represent the different cultures, different groups of people, the diversity. But yet those lines are pretty fucking straight. There's some cultural appropriation going on there. Me and my doctor were having an argument. She seems to think that I have, that I need more fruit in my diet. Really? I think I'm fruity enough. I did find out that trans people have a superpower. It's a superpower we didn't know we had, but we've got the ability to live rent-free in MAGA's head. We didn't have to pay a deposit. We didn't have to fill out an application. We don't pay rent. We're fucking squatters, and they still can't evict us. I did learn if you stop killing chickens, egg prices go down. I also learned that if you start killing fascism, Tesla prices and stocks go down. So I've got a service dog, and a lot of you have seen her. She's a boxer lab mix. Some people call the breed Boxador, whatever. She's part boxer, part lab. But y'all have seen like these yellow labs, you know, real pretty dogs. You've seen these brown labs. You've seen, they call them chocolate labs. You've seen black labs. My dog, when I start playing with her, I'll throw a ball and she'll really get into it. I mean, I could throw it the opposite direction. She'll jump in the fucking river. I mean, this dog just has a good old time. But when she's really getting into it, you get the ball on this side, her tongue hanging out this side, her ears are flopping, tail's wagging 1,000,000 miles an hour. I call that my meth lab. I did apply for a job as a school bus driver. Unfortunately, they told me I could only drive the short bus, which fits. Apparently, they made that decision because I showed up wearing a bicycle helmet and drooling on myself. They asked me what my qualifications were. I said, well, I know that window licking isn't so bad once you get past the Windex and poop. I did get kicked out of Walmart because apparently when you use self-checkout, it doesn't make you an employee. Although I was using the break room, that's why they kicked me out. I thought it was what I bought: a tarp, a knife, a shovel, zip ties, rubber gloves, bleach. The murder kit won't get me kicked out, but using a break room will. They like that money. Now, Bree was talking about earlier going to a gun range on a date. That sounds like some domestic violence training right there. And who was it that said something about truck drivers hitting ducks? Dude, I tried to fucking miss, okay? Huey, Dewey, and Louie did not make it. I lived on an Indian reservation for about 10 years. For about 6 years. I made such an impression, they gave me an Indian name, and they bestowed me this honor. I was really honored to receive it. They called me Yellow Hole in the Snow. So I decided to pursue comedy because I needed another way to disappoint my parents. It's working. My mom, being the only living parent, hates this joke. I told her, Mom, I've told enough jokes that'll make my pastor father roll over in his ashes. I'm also wondering, if a cop pulls me over and says, is there anything in the back seat you need to tell me about? Do I have to tell him about that I have my father in the back and that he's been dead for a couple of years? Relax, they're cremains. I don't have his whole body. I was a victim of a drive-by. I'm okay. I never got shot. It was a drive-by fagging. Now let me explain that to you. A drive-by fagging is, these are people that, they'll be at the same business you're at, but they don't have the courage to walk up to you and say it to your face, and because they know they're probably not going to keep their teeth intact. So they drive by and yell out the window. And for me, I believe that, love always overcomes hate, so I blow kisses. But that's not why I blow kisses. See, this drunk motherfucker is going to be at a party, he's going to be an asshole, and somebody's going to say, you know what? You better cut the shit or we're going to pick up your new girlfriend. And that's why I blow kisses. I'm Mickey E. Conger, everybody.
Give it up for Mickey, everybody. All right. Our next comedian definitely was not the person yelling that slur